Hey, good morning. How are y'all doing, my sweet little magnolias? What is today? Friday? Oh, it's Friday. Happy fucking Friday. You know what? I am fresh out of my meditation time with Spirit, and this is something that they told me I needed to talk to y'all about today. So this is not a card pull. This is a teaching. It's about the law of attraction. I listened this morning. I felt very, very drawn to listen to Abraham Hicks. I listened to her quite a bit, but it's been a while. And I felt very drawn to listen to her this morning. And Spirit showed me through what she was talking about that I had forgotten a very basic concept of the law of attraction. And it's not that I'd forgotten it. It's just that I hadn't really been paying attention to it like I should be. And it's about focus. The law of attraction is whatever you're focused on is what you attract. If you are looking at lack, like let's say, just for ease of explanation, let's say that you need more money. I mean, in this economy, who the hell doesn't, right? You need more money. And so you are focused on that. I need more money. That means you're focused on lack. You're focused on what you don't have. And the law of attraction, it gives us what we focus on. So if you're focused on lack, you're going to get more lack. If you are checking your bank account every day, but expecting abundance, but you're focusing on what you don't have, the abundance that you don't have, by looking at your bank account every day and fretting over how am I going to pay these bills, yes, that's reality. But that's what you're going to attract more of. Basic law of attraction. The universe doesn't look at you and say, this is what they're focused on, but I know that's not really what they want. We're going to give them what they want, even though they're not focused on it. That's not how it works. Okay, law of gravity. The universe doesn't look at you about to walk off a cliff and say, well, I know they don't want to fall down, 1,000 feet and die. So we're just going to suspend the law of gravity for them. They're going to walk off that cliff and fly. No. The law of gravity, which is a universal law, just like the law of attraction, works the way it's supposed to all the time. The law of attraction works the way it's supposed to all of the time. Basic law of attraction, what you're focused on is what you're going to get. So you may look at me and say, but how do I not focus on what I don't have? Because it's a desperate situation. I need to pay my rent. I need to buy groceries to feed my kids. I need this. I need that. It's a struggle. But don't fight. Just give in. And I know that sounds counterintuitive. But when we give up the struggle, when we say, okay, I quit, I surrender, I give up the struggle, I give up trying to make it happen in my own power, that's when the miracles happen. It is so counterintuitive to our humanity, to our earth brain, that it's difficult for us to do. but it is the secret. It is the missing piece of the puzzle. When we stop focusing on what we don't want and begin focusing on what we do want and then letting it go. I have been in a legal situation for 6 years. And up until recently, my focus about this situation was, I just want it to be over with. I just want it to be over with. I just want it to be over with. And it kept going on and on and on and on. And I just want it to be over with. I don't want to have to testify again. I don't want to have to relive all of this trauma. I want to move on. I want to get through this. So at the end of last year, my spirit team said, just quit focusing on it being over and let us handle it. Give up the fight. Let it go. We know that you want this to be resolved sooner rather than later. So take your hands off of it. Quit fretting about it. Quit worrying about it. Quit talking about it being over. Start saying and believing and focusing on it being over and you getting the outcome that you want. And that's what will happen. So it took a while, but I did what they said. I said, okay, I'm going to focus on it being resolved, finished, completed, and in the way that I want it to be resolved, finished, and completed. And so about a month ago, I get a phone call from the law firm that's handling my case, and they say, well, we're coming to the finish line. I've been waiting on this for years. You have one more thing that you need to do, and once you do this thing, we're done. I went, oh, okay. So I did the thing, and now we're finished, and all I'm doing right now is waiting on the verdict, which I've won. We just need to know how much I've won. You see what I'm saying? So when I let go of it and allowed the universe to work and started focusing on it already being over and me already having the outcome that I want, then that is what happened. Does that make sense to y'all? Are you understanding where I'm coming from? Because this can be a little bit confusing because it's so counterintuitive. It is really counterintuitive, right? We are taught, if you want something, work for it. Work your fingers to the bone. No pain, no gain. We are taught that in our society. But the true reality is, when you want something, focus on what you want, not how you're going to get it. When you want something, focus on the having of it and not the not having of it. Does that make sense? When you want something, tell the universe what you want and then let it go. Don't get caught up in trying to figure out how it's going to happen. They'll tell you what to do and they'll tell you when to do it as long as you keep your connection with Source. They're going to tell you, hey, go here and do this. And then you'll go there and you'll do the thing and magic will occur. It'll seem like magic. And the person that you needed to connect with to get you to the next phase, that's who you'll meet. Or the thing that you needed to do to get you to the next phase, that's what you'll do. And you'll move on. And that's how the law of attraction works. Action that is inspired by spirit is the only action that's worth a damn. Most of the time, we're just spinning our wheels, y'all. We're working because that's what we've been taught to do, is work. We're doing because if you don't do, you don't ever get anywhere. But when you work the way that the universe directs you to, when you do what the universe directs you to do, that's when action is inspired and empowered and you get results. Well, Lainey, do I have to go to my job? Well, yes, you do, because we live in a physical world that requires physical money, that requires physical work to get that physical money to pay the bills. Yes, we live in a natural world. But in the spirit realm, I want a better job. The universe will put something in your face and say, apply for this. And you listen, you apply, you get the job, you move on. That's how it works. When you say, I want a better job, and you start scouring the ads online, or I haven't looked for a job for a while, so I don't know how it works now, but and you do all the things that we've been taught to do, and you rework your resume, and you write glorious cover letters, and you bombard the market, and then nothing happens, and you get frustrated. That was just useless effort, y'all. Nothing happened because you weren't working by the inspiration of the spirit. Now, sometimes things will happen just because you threw enough at it that you finally hit the right thing. You know what I'm saying? Luck. Right place, right time. But when you get that thing, you've worked your ass off to get it because you just bombarded the market. Is this making sense? But if you would have listened to your spirit team, you wouldn't have had to put in all that effort. You would have sent the resume to the place that was designed specifically for you. Is this making sense? I feel like I'm talking in circles. Hi, Jasmine. Yes, baby girl, I know you want to go outside. We'll go outside in a minute. She's so cute. Look, I'll show you. Jasmine, say hi to everybody. Say hi. Say hi. And there's Django Bear. Hey, big boy. Say hi to everybody. Hang on, I'm going to put them outside. Bottom line, law of attraction works the same for everybody. And it works the same all the time. Just like any other universal law. My favorite example, obviously, is gravity. That's the one I use all the time. It works all the time for everybody the exact same way. You attract what you're focused on. You attract what you give your energy and your attention to. And if you're giving your energy and attention to stuff you don't want, sorry, law of attraction, you're going to get what you don't want. But if you give your energy and attention and your focus to what you do want, even though you don't have it, just say, this is what I want. Oh, close your eyes and visualize it. This is what I want. This is what I want. And you'll start feeling better. And you say, okay, thank you, universe, for getting me what I want. And then you let it go. That's how the law of attraction works. You say, this is what I want. This is what I want. When you see something you don't want, guess what? there's something over here that you do want. Seeing what you don't want, the only purpose in that is to make us aware of what we do want. I see I'm in lack. I don't want this. I know what I want. I want abundance. So don't focus on lack anymore. Focus on abundance. And that's what you're going to get. And then release control. Do what the universe tells you to do. Good morning, Jackie. Focused, inspired action is always going to be more fruitful and more rewarding than just doing to do, because that's the way you've been raised. You got to do in order to get. That's not the way the law of attraction works. Let me know what you think, and if you have any questions, I'll do my best to answer them. But I hope I've explained it in a way you can understand. What we want is what we should focus on, not what we don't want. What we have already, we be grateful for. We express our gratitude. Yeah. And we follow our bliss. When you feel good and you revel in that good feeling, you're going to get more of that. Yeah. I hope I've explained it well. It gave me encouragement and excitement this morning when my spirit team was talking to me about this. I hope I have inspired and encouraged you. Have a great day. Love y'all. See you soon.